Lilu, you are living that Hollywood Babylon lifestyle. Don't forget, we got into this for the art of film criticism, not for the parties or bones. Oh, you were just a party animal. You can't help it. Buckle up. Let's talk Babylon. From the pandemic, almost killing the in-theater experience, to the existential crisis of streaming platforms, churning out content, and the Marvel franchise machine dominating what's left of people's attention spans, it seems like the filmmaker version of the bat signal has been activated this year. To some, they feel all of this is the swan song, foreboding the end of cinema as we know it. Many of my favorite directors seem to want to answer this call by making films that celebrate filmmaking and why they love it. All in 2022. I mean, you have Spielberg with The Fabelmans, Sam Mendes with Empire of the Light, Alejandro Inarritu's Bardo, and now comes Damien Chazelle's Babylon. Another movie, Lilu, about movies. As the saying goes, drug, sex, and silent films. Wait, what? That's right. Damien Chazelle takes us back to the swinging silent film era, one that was notorious for decadence and wild indecency, as the most intoxicating drug is show business. Damien Chazelle directs the hell out of this movie. It's a movie full of excess, and he is using every trick in the book for this movie. The cinematography, costumes, production design, and the very memorable score are all home runs. The cast is also fantastic in this film and seem to be having a lot of fun. Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, as always, are great, and the relative newcomer Diego Calva shines just as bright. To quote the movie, "You are either a star or you're not." And this kid, he's a star. We aren't given much time to breathe before the party begins. This party would make Scorsese's Wolf of Wall Street scenes look like a nice family afternoon at Chuck E. Cheese. Nudity, sex, drugs, elephants, and golden showers. Oh my. It is absolutely fast-paced madness, and the action is so well captured, you will start to feel your own heart racing. After that breathless introduction, the movie's plot starts to take shape, and our two protagonists are brought into the equally insane world of filmmaking. I was just absolutely giddy with excitement seeing the chaotic silent era movie sets being brought to life. I mean, since they didn't have to record sound, these sets are sandwiched together and almost like a factory line. It's just ridiculous. There are definitely no OSHA reps here, as extras are stabbed through the heart.
He's dead.
He did have a drinking problem.
That's true. Probably ran into himself, huh?
It's a disease.
Fires break out, and extras are wrangled by gunfire. Ah, what a time. Even with all the chaos, Damien Chazelle brings it back to what the draw and appeal of working in the business is all about. And that is getting the shot. That beautiful shot that will live forever. Trust me, there is nothing like it. Everything you're doing is building to that moment. And then it happens. It's magic. Just as we're being introduced to this crazy world, we realize that this is actually capturing the end of the silent era of film. Much like other films like Singing in the Rain or The Artist, we realize how huge this transition was in film history.
Here's the mic, right here in the bush.
Yeah.
Now you talk towards it. The sound goes through the cable to the box. A man records it on a big record in wax. But you have to talk into the mic first. In the bush. I'll try it again.
Gee, this is dumb.
I'm not sure I've seen each era contrasted as effectively as they do in this film. They don't just capture the creative transition, but also the logistical, technical, and business challenges that came with it. Oh, Lilu, is the party over? Oh, are those sunglasses uncomfortable? Let me take those off. Party's over. Now look at the happy girl. Look who's happy that they're not being forced into wearing props for stupid movie reviews. Yeah. Ah, Lilu, the things an actor must go through. You asked for this, Lilu, didn't you? You asked for this. I'm not only a film nerd, but I also work in the film industry. And this film had so much insidery moments that resonate on so many levels with me. In fact, it was so insidery at times that it felt like this film was almost, made for me or people who work in the film business. I truly felt those moments of complete sadness as the industry is changing and becoming something different for these silent film actors. One scene with Brad Pitt looking out at what the film set has become on a beach, there's just these little tiny moments. It got me. All of the decadence, self-destruction, and change doesn't change the fact that each of these individuals, behind or in front of the camera, played a small part and made their mark on the history of film for eternity. Through each era of film, he also shows the perspective of the audience, and the audience is captivated through old film and new. So ultimately, I wouldn't say Damien Chazelle is mourning the loss of cinema at all, but instead is saying, it's going to be okay. It is possible that we are going through a new era of filmmaking. Change is possibly happening, but each era / performance / film lives on through film history. One character in this film talks about the legacy of Brad Pitt's character. Someone born long after he's gone can engage in his performance as if they know him. The way we tell cinematic stories may change, but the art of storytelling will never die. Lilu, you hear that? You hear that, Lilu? These movie reviews are immortal! We shall live forever! Lilu, just think. Some child in the future will dig through the archives and he'll say, that guy, he kind of liked movies. Didn't really like his opinions, but he liked them. He liked them. And he had a cute dog. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, she's going to come over now. Yes, I'm going to poodle. Yes, she's going to poodle. The film industry can be a cruel and unforgiving business. The tastes of the audiences change. Economics don't always favor the artists, and technologies advance. But the industry will outlive us all. At least that's how I'm choosing to interpret the film's message, especially with the ending. Let me know what you think. Damien Chazelle has another love letter to Hollywood with La La Land. In fact, I heard the music used twice in this film. Using music from his other film could just be a playful Easter egg, or perhaps he wants us to think of the characters who would give up everything, even the love of their life, in the pursuit of chasing their dreams. Pairing it with this film, you once again have characters that are chasing that Hollywood dream and giving everything they have to be part of the cinematic world, even if it means you have a shelf life. In the end, Babylon is yet another film release this year that revels in the love of filmmaking, but perhaps a love letter high on cocaine. I'm pretty sure you could snort this film right up and you could feel high. Oh yeah, that's filmmaking. Woo! Compared to this year's other movies about movies, I felt the intoxication of cinema just a little bit more with this one. I know this one will divide audiences. Some will be left buzzing, while others a little more hungover. For me, this one is one of the best pictures of the year and an absolute green light! Green light, Lilu! We got a green light here! Come on, Lilu! Let's shut it to the world! Lilu, sorry. Partied a little bit too hard there. Got a little tad out of control. Perhaps I can't have an unbiased perspective because I'm in the industry and a film geek, but I think storytelling is such an ingrained part of our culture and history that isn't going anywhere. Maybe audiences don't like these self-reflective and congratulatory movies about filmmaking, but we can't deny that we are all a part of the cycle. There will always be an audience, and there will always be a story to tell. We'll never die, Lilu! Let's rise up, Lilu! Rise up with me, Lilu! Come on! I'm giving you inspiration. This is my Braveheart moment, Lilu. Get on the horse! Come on, Lilu! Let's take on the castle!